Welcome back to my channel. It's me, R, channeling messages from Spirit, Infinite Gratitude. I feel like there's a lot going on in the 3D and in the 5D, and I really want to talk to Spirit and just see what Spirit has to say about everything. Collective. We're going to do a collective reading because that's what's feasible right now. Infinite Gratitude, Spirit. Any and all messages for the collective. Spirit wants to talk. I can tell y'all right now from the way the cards are jumping out, it's like I felt like there was something in the air. Like, what is it? Spirit is like, can we please get to like the point here? The intro is cute and everything, but like, okay. I don't even have to, what's the word? Shuffle. I feel like there's a different word for it. Deal. Yeah. The same way. This isn't a card game, but like, I don't know what I'm talking about anymore. So we're going to get right into the cards and see what Spirit has to say. This is so... I see like a split. I see like a split. I see a separation here. I see like a splitting. And it's something that eroded away over time. So this could be two romantic partners, a couple, a team. It could be a friendship, but I see a split between two. And this split took place over time. It was like an erosion. And this is something that really took time to be separated, to be breaking down. It took a lot of patience and time. It's giving water that's eroding some sort of landmark, some sort of rock, sediments. It's like the erosion of rock. Like, this is something that was like nobody thought that these two would no longer be together. Nobody would have thought that these two would stop being friends, that these two would disassociate from each other. Like, these two were like attached at the hip at one point, and now they've been split. And I'm telling you, the connection that was here was solid, and it took a lot of erosion to get this to split. So I'm going to just resonate on that or meditate on that. So I feel like this could be you and somebody collective, or you could be like observing two people split. So take it how it resonates. You might know somebody in your life who's going through a breakup, and you're just like really shook because you never thought these two would ever break up, or you never thought that you wouldn't see these two people together. So you're observing something like this, or you're involved in a situation like this where you never thought you and this person would never be friends or would stop being friends, or you never thought you and this person would lose love for each other, right? So it's one of those situations where you take it how it resonates. But this wasn't something that happened overnight. This had to be eroded away bit by bit by bit, like piece by piece by piece. And I feel like it got to a point where somebody just could not take it anymore, and they had to walk away. I'm picking up on an energy where like it was too much. It was just too much for somebody. The connection, the relationship, the bond here was too much for somebody. And they had to separate, leave this person behind, walk away. It was a connection between two people. And these two people loved each other. Now, I don't know if this is platonic, romantic, take it how it applies, but there's definitely two people here who genuinely love each other. I mean, the love was real. I mean, realer than real. And that's the only way that this connection could have been eroded, is because love broke these two apart. Now, this is really, really interesting, y'all. The way I'm looking at it, it's the Five of Cups in reverse and the Two of Cups in reverse in the middle of the reading. And it's just like splitting these two halves apart. It's in the middle. And it's just like, it's like a stream cutting this cord here. It's a stream of water. And you know, that's interesting of water like coming up in the reading, the element of water and the power of water and everything that water represents. It makes sense to me that this connection eroded this way because there's a stream here and it's all going in the same direction. Like the current is going in the same direction. It's a stream. And this stream has eroded. And the thing is, it's crazy, is that right next to the two of chalices is the five of pentacles. So it's giving water and earth here. And I said the water eroded away the rock. The water eroded away earth here. And I see water eroding away earth here. So it's just like, this is what water does. This is what being peaceful does. This is what being graceful can do. This is the power of love. This is the power of unconditional love. This is the power of grace, peace, love. What else? What else? Gratitude. Yeah, that vibe, that frequency of unconditional love, grace, gratitude, healing energy, that is the power. It was able to split a solid rock in half. Somebody's love split solid rock. And then there go the lights, y'all. I'm going to get sweaty and I got somewhere to go later. Hold on. I'm going to keep it real here. Collective, let's go ahead and determine who you are in this situation. I see a connection between two people who loved each other. And then I also see an energy just coming right in between the middle and splitting them apart. Now, are you this person or are you involved in this connection here that got split apart? You could be someone who got involved in a third party. This could be a third party. And I don't know what position you play, what role you play, or what part you play. Either you're in this connection or you're splitting this connection. You're the one splitting this connection, or you are in this connection, or you were in a connection like this. Honestly, you might resonate with all three positions. You know, some of us are like able to tap into all the energy, and you just have to discern like where you fit and what messages are for you. So let's get back into the spread here. Somebody's love was able to split like something really solid or something that was really solid. Somebody's love is what I said. Now, I don't know how this happened. And maybe somebody's asking, how did this happen? Somebody in this connection here is wondering, how did this happen? Because as the reader, I'm looking at this from the outside looking in. So I'm not going to internalize this spread and put myself in it. I'm just going to say that as the reader, I see somebody baffled because I'm looking at this connection and the person that I'm talking about is looking at what's going on and we're both thinking the same thing. How could this happen? Y'all were so tight. Y'all were so solid. Nobody would have ever thought anything would have gotten between you two. Y'all really loved each other. I feel like there was no illusion there. The love was real between these two. Whoever these people are, the love was real. It's almost like there's no reason for these two being split apart. Like, what was the reason? What was the reason for this bond and this connection being split in two? What was the reason? And it's almost like, as the reader, I'm like, it doesn't make sense from my point of view right here that these two were broken apart. All I know is that this was a clean cut. The way that these two were split, it's clean. I mean, these people loved each other. Real unconditional love for each other, and there's this splitting and splitting of something that wasn't made, designed to be broken or split. This is like a rock. This is some sort of solid material, solid earth, and nobody would have thought in a million years that it could be broken, that it could be split. And I see something as gentle but powerful as water coming in and splitting this rock. Water split it. something as strong as solid rock. What eroded and splitted was water. Now, who or what is this energy coming in? Let's just get into it because I feel like Spirit is holding my hand. I feel like a toddler as I'm reading this reading. Thank you, Spirit, because the way I'm reading this is like I have no idea what I'm going to say next. And sometimes I feel this way and sometimes I don't. Right now, I feel like, what am I going to even say next? I feel like a toddler, and Spirit is like holding my hand and like, all right, let's get the messages out there. I'm just like, okay. Oh my gosh, I love this. So it was a clean cut. It was a clean cut. This was meant to happen. Spirit said, no, yeah, the love is real. The love is unconditional. These two were brought together. These two bonded and connected, but these two are meant and destined to be separated. And that's why the cut is so clean and it was like done so precisely. This is so precise and clean. This split was precise and clean, and it wasn't overnight. This is something that happened over time. Thank you. This happened over time. Spirit brought these two together, and Spirit separated them. Spirit did it. And that's why, as the reader, I even brought it up. What was the reason? What was the reason? Somebody wants to know. I just channeled it. I think that there's someone who wants to know what was the reason. Or somebody might be asking, what was the reason? Somebody might be watching videos on YouTube, watching spirituality videos, tarot videos, or anything, trying to get clarity. What was the reason for some sort of split, some sort of breakup? Trying to like understand. And Spirit wants to just like come in and say like, it was me. Somebody's angry. Somebody might be angry. Why did this happen? Who did it? They're looking for the person responsible. They're looking for someone to blame. And Spirit is like, it's me. I'm the one you're mad at. I'm the one who did it. This was supposed to happen. This is so weird. I feel so disassociated from this reading. Sometimes I'm always able to see myself and everything. I feel like I have nothing to do with this. I have the role and the part that I'm playing, and that's it. I'm literally just reading this energy. I don't feel like I play a role in this, genuinely. But Spirit said that whoever mad looking for someone to blame, Spirit said you can blame me. Spirit said I'm the one you're mad at. Whoever is, asking why, Spirit is answering. Spirit is answering, and Spirit basically said that because. Spirit said because. And I don't know if that is enough for whoever's asking, but because it's Spirit, it's going to have to be, If Spirit allows something and Spirit ordains something, that's when we call in acceptance. So somebody has to accept a splitting of a pair or of two people. Now, what I'm also picking up on is that if Spirit brought these two together, Spirit decided to separate them. Spirit can do whatever Spirit wants to do with this bond and this connection. Spirit can lead and guide this bond and connection wherever it's meant to go. Because of the unconditional love here, I feel like this connection served a higher purpose, and that purpose was served, and now the divine is using these people for other missions, other purposes. And there's a lot of acceptance that has to happen when it comes to the divine making decisions for us where we don't have any control or we can't rationalize certain things. That's when we just accept the divine's intentions for us, the divine's plan for us. We accept God's plan because it is God's plan for us, and there's greater. That's where the faith comes in. When there's these breakups and separations, you have to believe in greater. You have to have faith in more and better. So if you're struggling with something like a breakup or a splitting, the divine really wants you to have faith in greater and better and see the bigger picture and see the higher purpose that this connection has served. See the higher purpose that you are currently serving now. Recognize like what it is that you're doing now and like how intentional you are about it and why the divine led you a certain way or why the divine led you away from a certain person or a connection. Like recognize how purposeful that splitting was and how important that separation might have been for your development and your blossoming. So we're offering our gratitude to the divine for removing people out of our lives and for taking us on different paths. And we're offering like we're not offering, we're accepting and we're offering gratitude. I see a clean cut, and the thing is, the divine is not evil. I'm not talking about an evil, like parental figure who's just like taking things from you and punishing you, and you don't know why, and you're just so upset, and you're wanting to blame somebody. This is the divine, this is spirit, this is unconditional love frequency, this is grace frequency, this is gratitude frequency. Spirit separated you two, or separated these two, and spirit did it with precision. It's almost like spirit knew how close y'all were too. Spirit knew how attached, and I want to just throw that out there because that word really came out hard. Spirit was aware, obviously, of how attached you and somebody might have been, or two people might have been. Like, Spirit had to perform some sort of invasive separation. This was invasive, and it took time. It happened over time. It was almost like spirit, and I don't want to be triggering, but it's like spirit took a scalpel and was just like cutting somebody's cord, cutting some sort of attachment, splitting two people from each other, and spirit was like doing it over time, piece by piece by piece, little by little, because of how close these two were and because of how attached they were to each other. It would have been one thing if y'all just got ripped apart, and it's another thing to be slowly undone, piece by piece by piece. It's another thing, and I don't know if it's worse. I don't know if you'd rather be ripped from that person or if you'd rather be slowly, carefully separated with intention and precision, right? You want things to be clean. You want the cut to be clean. You don't want to just tear yourself away from somebody or be torn away from someone. Spirit did this, and spirit did it clean and separated you two, or separated these two clean. Like it was a clean cut. It was done intentionally, purposefully, carefully, because you're whole. Or these two people are still whole, even after being separated from each other, after being bonded so closely for so long, or for being so tight. Spirit separated these two, and they're both whole on their own. Now, if one person got ripped from the other or vice versa, I don't know if these two people would be whole on their own. There might be somebody over here with a big chunk that's been taken out of them and unable to sustain themselves But because of the way spirit separated you and this person, or because of the way spirit separated these two people, they're both still whole on their own. They're both able to take on their mission, their individual paths, and they're both able to complete them, and they're complete individuals on their own. They don't need each other to live their lives or to accomplish God's plan for them. They are whole on their own, they are complete, and they stand tall as individuals. They hold their own. Person A and person B both hold their own. Person A can stand their ground. Person B can stand their ground. Person A can move on. Person B can move on. Person B can see the future ahead of them and see that their life is worth living, and so can purpose. Person B is like, yeah, I got my instructions, I got my mission, I got God's plan, and I'm good to go. And both of these people are good to go. It's like spirit separated them and they're both whole, complete, good to go. This is interesting. Now, right here in the middle is no beef either. This is coming really clear. Like sometimes the messages be so hard to channel, and maybe when they're hard to channel, I shouldn't be channeling. But that's a side note. I see spirit coming in, right? And then there's this energy of there's no beef between these two. So there was a separation and a split, but I don't think that they ended on bad terms. I don't see this person beefing. Like, I don't see any residual beef on either end. I don't see this person holding any resentment, and this person's obviously like, it's almost like they're both accepting of the separation and the split. And because of the beautiful way that spirit did it, it's easy for them. Not necessarily easy, but it's not painful. It's not a challenge to walk away from this connection, walk away from this bond, and venture outward and beyond that. The way spirit separated them, it was like spirit did it like over time and made it easy. It's like literally, I feel like spirit made it easier. It might not have been easy, but spirit made it easier for these two to venture beyond this connection and experience more or go down different paths, because I feel like these two are going down different paths. They might have been on the same path at one point, and then spirit had different missions and intentions for the both of them, so they were split. And like I said, spirit did it so that it didn't hurt, that it wasn't tragic or traumatic or unfair, because what I'm getting here is a lot of balance. One person wasn't left with more than what they should have had, and one person wasn't deprived of more than what they should have been deprived of. Or that one person, they both have, they're both complete, they're both whole, and they're both capable and strong and complete. You get the point, you get my vibe. I wish like there was perfect words that just hit, but whatever. And spirit knew what to do with these two and how to make this as easy as possible. And that's why it happened over time. And I feel like slowly but surely, like one person was like, yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna like stay friends with this person. We have history. This could have been a romantic relationship. This is a bond. This is a connection between two people. Take it how it resonates. So one person could have been like, I don't know if I am going to stick around for much longer. They've been doing this, they've been doing that. It looks like they're going down a different path, and I don't really fit in that path, and I don't really know where I fit on that path that they're going down. And this person could be saying the same thing about them, like, I've been doing this, I've been doing that, and I don't know if so and so is going to be able to rock with me, and I don't know if so and so is going to be able to come with me down this new venture, but there's nothing stopping me, right? So it could have been one of those things. I honestly feel like this is a friendship that was an overgrown friendship, or a friendship that was like two people who outgrew a certain friendship or a connection or a bond. There's like two people who outgrew each other. And like I said, take it how it applies. And they accepted, like the both of them like outgrew each other, and it was like, yeah, like I'm a different person now, you're a different person now, we're both on to different stuff, we're both into different things, I'm doing this now, you're doing that. And they were both cool with the separation. That's what I'm getting here. Both of these people were cool with the separation. Now, where was that energy where somebody was mad asking why? Because I'm picking up on an energy of somebody who was like, why did this happen, looking for someone to blame, someone to like, and then spirit intervened and was like, it was me. You're mad at me. You're not mad at this person. You're mad at me. I don't know who that person is. Where did I even pick up that energy of like, because I know for me as the reader, looking at the spread, it's like this shouldn't have happened. Looking from the outside, looking in, I feel like this could have been like somebody looking from the outside in, kind of like where I'm sitting right now, just doesn't, not a part of this, not involved in this connection, not involved in this bond. This person doesn't know about these two. And I feel like there's someone who's more hurt about these two splitting than the people who are actually splitting. There's somebody who's more upset and angry about this separation than the people who are actually getting separated. The people who are getting separated here are both cool with it. They've both outgrown each other. They both still respect each other. They both have love for each other. They're just going down different paths, and they have outgrown each other. And it's something that happened naturally. I feel like these two separated, and it was like a natural outgrowing process. It was something, spirit made it like really beautiful, where like you just naturally like grew distant and were able to start fresh, start over, do whatever it is that spirit wanted you to do. And this wasn't like a ripping or tearing apart of two people who loved each other. But I do see someone here, or I do feel an energy here of somebody being upset about this separation, somebody wanting answers, somebody being baffled, somebody being just disturbed at these two people separating. Somebody might have like never thought that they would split, and they like are angry and looking for answers. And then I hear God like, it was me who did it. I wonder like how that works out for that person. I'm not picking up on it. I'm not picking up on anything else after that. Whoever it was that was angry, looking for reasons why, maybe pointing the finger. There could have been somebody pointing the finger, getting involved. I feel like spirit redirected that person, gave them clarity, and their energy is no longer like a part of the reading. It's no longer relevant. That energy is no longer relevant. What's relevant is these two people standing tall on their own. These two people being separated from each other. Could literally, I feel like I'm talking about literal conjoined twins. This could be your twin flame, you and your twin flame or something. I feel like I'm talking about twins here. Like these two people were so tight. They could have like grown up together or something. Like there's a really close bond here that was eroded away with pure love. It wasn't like evil eroded this friendship. Evil eroded this romantic relationship. It wasn't like a whole bunch of like cheating and second chances and then I'm done and then walking away. I don't see that. I see like, you and Joe Blow still talk? Yeah, we're cool, but you know, they're out in wherever doing whatever, and I'm over here doing whatever, and like, we don't talk like we used to, we don't hang like we used to, there's no beef. It's one of those situations, is what I'm picking up on. It's ordained as well. So whoever was questioning why, angry, pointing the finger, blaming, this was ordained. I don't know what's in store, because just how spirit brought them together, spirit separated them and did it with precision, pure love. Spirit did it like, because God loves these two people, God brought these two people together. This connection was ordained. So God like did this so gently. Like God separated these two people so gently. And I don't know what that's about. I don't really understand, because it's like there's other separations out there that don't happen this way. I feel like it doesn't matter. However y'all are experiencing the split, there's a lot of gratitude that needs to be shown, because this is really, I feel like this is beautiful. This is really graceful. This is really like unconditional love is like at the forefront of the reading. So I feel like if you had to separate from someone, or if you witnessed two people separate, there's a lot of gratitude that just needs to be shown, because Spirit ordained it, and Spirit has greater for both of these people. Spirit wants greater for both of these people. Spirit had a purpose for them being together, and Spirit has a purpose for them as individuals. And it's just all ordained, and you have to see the bigger picture. And there's no telling what's in store for these two on an individual basis and as a union or as a unit. If these people were to come back into union, there's no telling what's in store for them. Thank you, Spirit. There's no telling what's in store for them, and there's no telling for what's in store for you or for this person as individuals. I cannot tell you. I'm not picking up on nothing other than y'all got everything you need by yourself on your own. You got everything that you need on your own. That is literally what I can tell you. And whoever these people are that you might be worried about or asking about, they will be good. They're okay. Everybody here in this reading is solid by themselves, and everybody got what they need. And everybody is capable, competent on their own. 10 toes. With that being said, infinite gratitude to you guys, Spirit. I'll talk to you guys soon. Peace.